Hello farmers, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the scaly leg mites. The scaly leg mites are scientifically known as Nebidocoptis mutans, but don't worry about the scientific name and let me explain. The scaly leg mites are these devastating parasitic creatures that burrow underneath the scales of the chicken's feet and penetrate into the flesh underneath to feed, where they leave droppings or poop that irritate the chickens, causing a lot of pain and discomfort, and if left untreated, they can lead to decreased production, infection, and later lead to death. In a couple of minutes, I want to share with you the information on how to identify these scaly leg mites in your chickens by looking at the symptoms that I'm going to give you, and also I'll tell you how to prevent and keep away these scaly leg mites from your chickens and from the chicken coop, and most importantly, how to use purely natural organic treats to kill and eliminate these parasites in the affected chickens and also in the chicken house. Before we go on with this amazing video, kindly do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell notification if you have not done so, and also make sure that you hit that like button because it helps the YouTube algorithm to push our videos to more farmers so that they can be able to get access to this important information. When these burrowing, devastating parasites affect your birds, they spread throughout the flock like wildfire. Therefore, it's very important to identify them before they spread. These scaly leg mites cause discomfort and pain to the chickens, which leads to decreased production. And as I have said, if they are left untreated, they can lead to death due to infections. Some of the symptoms to look out for are as follows, but another thing that you should note before I tell you the symptoms is that the scaly leg mites also affect the wattles and the combs of the chicken. The first early symptom that you can be able to identify is that you will notice the flaking of the scales on the chicken's feet. The scales on the chicken's feet should be properly laid on the skin and they should be smooth. But when these mites attack your chickens, you'll notice that the scales start looking like they want to leap off. The other major symptom is that you'll notice that there will be crusting of the legs and the feet, and also the wattles and the combs if they are affected. This crusting is whereby the scales of the legs and the feet of the chicken look like the skins of the crocodile or the toad. The other thing is that you're going to notice inflammation of the legs and the feet, and this is whereby the legs swell. The other important symptom is that you will notice raised scales on the legs, and also some toes can be lost because of these mites. Other major symptoms that are going to help you identify these scaly leg mites on your chickens is that the feet will become deformed, there will be difficulties in walking and lameness, and also in extreme untreated cases, there can emerge infections which can lead to death. Prevention being better than cure, how then can we prevent our birds from these devastating parasites? And number one is to make a dust bathing area for our chickens and add diatomaceous earth. The dust bathing area is an area where the chickens can go to bathe with the sun, and when you mix this dusting material with the diatomaceous earth powder helps to kill these parasites. Another thing is to add repellents in the dust bathing area, for example the lavender, the thyme, and the lemongrass. The other thing is to clean the nesting or the laying boxes and replace the nesting material, because these mites can hide in this nesting material where they can multiply and spread all over the coop. Another thing is to keep off rodents and wild birds because they can be source of infection. Another thing is that you're going to reduce the overcrowding and the stress that the chickens can experience, because this can make their immune system to be compromised, which exposes them to a greater threat when the mites attack them. Now, welcome into the world of organic treatment. And this organic treatment is done in two ways, and the first way is to treat the chicken house using these natural organic treatments, and the second type of treatment is to treat the affected birds. This way you are able to make sure that the coop is cleared of these mites, and also the birds that are affected, they are isolated and treated properly. So under the treatment of the chicken house using the organic treatment, there are 3 steps to take, and the first is to first of all to eliminate the litter that is present in the chicken coop, because it can contain these mites, and if it is not eliminated, then even if you use these natural treatments, then it's not going to help. So after clearing this litter, you can either use diatomaceous earth and sprinkle it in the chicken coop, because diatomaceous earth has anti-parasitic properties that help to kill the scaly leg mites. Another thing to do is to spray the chicken coop with the white vinegar, which is mixed with water. You're going to spray this white vinegar on the floor, on the walls, and also the roosts and the laying boxes. And you must check properly on areas where these scaly leg mites can hide, for example in the dark corners and also in the crevices of the wood and the walls. The second type of natural treatment is by treating the affected birds. The steps that you are going to undertake is that first you are going to soak the feet of the affected bird in warm water and then dry the legs using a cloth or a towel. Then you're going to use an old toothbrush or a smooth brush to scrub off the dead skin and scales while pouring on the vinegar, the garlic juice, or the neem oil. These organic treats, that is the vinegar, the garlic juice, and the neem oil, contain antiparasitic compounds that kill these scaly leg mites as you scrub off these dead skin and also the scales that look like they want to get ripped off. Then you're going to use olive oil or coconut oil, and you're going to smear it on the surface of the legs of this affected bird. The olive oil or the coconut oil help to control these scaly leg mites because it suffocates the mites and their eggs, as well as it reduces irritation and prevents infections. You are going to repeat this procedure thrice per week until the parasites are exterminated from your farm. As you make this organic treatment so that you can be able to eliminate these scaly leg mites from your farm, I recommend you watch this video on your screen right now so that you can be able to know the natural treatments for the chicken lice.